Shalom, Israel. All right. Oh, hold on. It's locked. All right. Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to say all praises, honor, and glory go to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the house of David. Salutations to you, brothers, throughout the four corners of the earth, teaching the truth in righteousness and sincerity. To you, Israelite foreigners, come back home to the truth. To those that passed away serving the Lord, the dead in Yahweh Shai shall arise first. All right, I want to do this video because, I guess the hot topic right now is being able to pull women in this truth, and I understand it. I understand that you've had a lot of brothers in this truth have given up a lot of things, and a lot of times, man, it's not easy, man. At the end of the day, a man is gonna want to feel a woman. You know what I mean? A man is gonna want to lay up with a woman, and all that. And we know that we have to be very picky about the type of woman that we deal with. We don't want a woman that's with a boyfriend, living with a guy, has a husband, none of that shit. You know what I mean? So I know it's not easy because the pickings are very slim, but at the end of the day, there's more women than there are men. And one thing that I want to go into is the brother Gabar. I agree with him. You have to have confidence in yourself. Women are attracted to confidence. One thing that I have to kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? One thing that I have to, kind of confess. I struggle with confidence too. But here's my thing. I portray it. My confidence when it pertains to women is borderline, comes across as arrogance sometimes. And believe it or not, that arrogance works. Even when I'm not confident. And it's funny. Because they'll be the first ones to say, "Oh, you feeling yourself, you full of yourself." But they'll be the first ones that hit me up on repeat. The same ones that just said, you're full of yourself. You're overconfident. You whatever. You know what I'm saying? The same ones that think that I am too, I guess they'll say conceited. They'll be the same ones that want my number, that hit me up, that get mad when I don't text back fast enough. And it's just funny how it works, because that gives me confidence. When I don't have confidence, but I front like I have confidence, but believe it or not, it works in my favor 9 times out of 10. And a bunch of other factors. Listen, no brother in this truth is going to be the perfect man for a woman in this world. Because we have that ruling class mentality that just doesn't fit with this world. So we have to be understanding and say, you know what? Listen, these bitches, they think that they're the shit at the end of the day. And honestly, there's nothing, a man's going to tell half these bitches. What you're going to do, what you can do, if you want to, what's the word I'm looking for? If you want to get more women or get women in this truth, you have to at least exude that you feel, that you feeling yourself, and, you don't have to be on some faggot looking feeling yourself type shit. I ain't talking about that type of feeling yourself, but, like I said, I when I talk to these females, I talk with confidence. And when I talk to these females, half the time, they don't get the impression I'm trying to get something out of them. Because most of the time I'm not. Like, I have literally a ton of females that I text message and talk to back and forth every day. When I park up, I might be 5 minutes responding to text messages and shit, whatever, but you have to get to that point. For one, you have an advantage if you're in this truth. you have a wide range of topics to talk about. You know, if a chick says, you know, I go to church, like, you already know you got 100,000 different things, and you don't have to beat the Israelite thing down her neck. You know, that's another thing that brothers in this truth tend to do a lot, is you force people into this Israelite thing, and you turn regular conversations into camp, and you start, you know, trying to cut people, and that's not, you know, listen, save it for when you're out there teaching camp. When you're Clark Kent, be fucking Clark Kent. You know, I got one of the, in my honest opinion, I got one of the illest Clark Kents in this truth. You got a lot of people that really legit don't know that I'm out there in the streets, you know, doing what I do, you know, with my brothers, you know what I'm saying, teaching the way we do. And, you know, they take me as a little on the quote unquote religious side. You know, they know that I have faith, you know. They'll see me, like, if I'm out with a chick, you know, I'll pray over my food, and that'll give them hints. You got to remember, man, the same way we analyze them, they analyze us. They analyze our moves. They analyze the way we move. You know, if you pray over your food, they'll be like, oh, you know, he's on, you know, a little spiritual, you know, whatever. You know, they look at things like that. They look at you know, your confidence. Like I said, that's the top product, the top, whatchamacallit, the top thing right now to work on is your confidence. If you don't have it, front like you have it. They will like it, because they love confidence. You know, another thing is, know your role, know what you're good at. You know, don't front like you a good, you know, like you a baller and you not. You know what I mean? And if you are a baller, don't fucking showcase your fucking money. You know, I know a lot of stupid niggas that talk their way out of pussy by doing that dumbass brick of money to their ear shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't do none of that. Don't do nothing over the top. You know, be very try to have a balance in your approach to women. You know, don't be overly religious. Don't be overly showing off that you got money. Don't be overly showing off, and you know, just be mindful of the message that you're putting out there. You have to borderline pretend like that's you on the other side of the table, and the shit that you wouldn't like, don't put it in the female's face. You know what I mean? You know, but another thing is you want the woman to know that with you she's very well taken care of. You know, it depends on what you want the woman for, by the way. You know, if you want a chick that you're gonna be able to fuck with, you know, for a while, you know, of course don't tell them about no other chicks if you're talking to multiple chicks, because I'm not saying here telling my chicks that I talk to other chicks. You know, and you know, I just you got to be mindful of the information you give out. You know, and you have to be, you know, mindful of the message that you give out, and you also have to be courteous, respectful, all that other shit. You know, don't be calling other women bitches in front of this woman. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of us is good for that shit. Oh, this bitch, this nigger bitch. You know, you don't want to do that shit. You know, you got to pick nice places to take these women. Women nowadays don't like being taken to fucking Applebee's and McDonald's and none of that shit. Women nowadays want something with a little class. So an app that can help you find a place to take a woman on a date is Yelp. And look at the reviews, pay attention. You know, go on Yelp, YELP, and look for a nice spot, you know, to take a woman. You know, preferably something with a nice little prestigious name, you know, wherever you at. You know, Yelp works everywhere. You know, what else? If you're a brother that struggles with money, because bitches love money, you know, you got to try to do something about that. Of course, you got to have money. You know what I'm saying? You got to save up. You got to be responsible with your money. Those of you that have fucked up jobs, you have to look within yourself to see why you might have a fucked up job. If you a felon, even felons out here be getting fucking okay jobs. Felons can serve food, cook food and shit like that. Work in a supermarket. But one thing that I tell you brothers out there that's trying to get good jobs, don't come on that job with that silly ass attitude that a lot of our people have. I'm not doing that shit. I don't get paid for that. Like, listen, if your boss fucking tells you to do something, unless it's something that's gonna hurt you or something bad that is really like crazy bad, just fucking do it, man. You know how many times I grabbed the fucking broom when I was working in a supermarket as a clerk, and I didn't have to because we had maintenance for that. You know how many times they sent me outside to fucking round up carts? I didn't give a fuck. It's not gonna hurt me. Actually, you make yourself more marketable. They could fuck with you a little more if you do what the fuck you not supposed to, but if you even go above and beyond a little bit, More often than not, they'll look to you when a promotion comes up and shit, and use the fact that you're in the truth, man. Use the fact because you're smarter than a lot of niggas, man. You brothers out there, you can't be in this truth and be a dumb nigga. So that means you're smarter than a lot of these fucking jailbirds and guys that come home, and drug dealers. Like y'all got more intelligence than these guys. 90% of them probably, I would probably be accurate by saying you're smarter than 90% of the motherfuckers that these chicks be dealing with. Shit, a lot of brothers out there, man, they smarter than shit. I put brothers in this truth over a lot of people. What else? Again, I just want to beat that home. You're smarter than a lot of people, so you can talk about more. You have the ability to pull topics out of everywhere, man. Brothers in the truth, we read books, we deal with knowledge. Be that, use that intelligence. Listen, one time, I had a chick, she was in school, she was writing an English paper, and it just so happened to be, what I have my degree in is English. I made that bit, like, literally, like, I'm not gonna, I don't want to be all bragging and shit, but that chick got turned on when I was explaining some shit to her, and she was literally like, oh, like, she made that little moan type shit that they do when they get turned on. You know what I'm saying? Just by explaining something with some intelligence, because this chick was used to drug dealers and shit. You know what I mean? Like, you have to use what you have. Use what your father gave you, which is intelligence. Another thing that I want to tell you brothers out there, this whole thing about the Israelite weirdo, don't be the fucking Israelite weirdo, man. Let me tell y'all something. Those of y'all that's Israelites and weirdos, our Lord was not no weirdo, man. Our Lord was a good brother. I mean, he was a lot more than that, but he wasn't no weirdo. Don't think that because you're in this truth, you got to automatically be on some Doctor Strange type shit. Like, honestly, when you're in this truth, when you really know this truth, look at the people that we look up to. They was popping. They was popping. If Yahushua wasn't popping, people wouldn't want to be here. There's a scripture that said that he could not be hid. He was trying to go somewhere and chill, and he couldn't chill. He couldn't chill because people were all over him. Trying to get cures, trying to get blessings, trying to get stuff, trying to, get cures for diseases and shit. He was popping. He used what the Father gave him. Spiritual power. King David was popping, bro. Don't get it twisted, man. People was cheering on King David over the king. That's why Saul was feeling a kind of way. People was cheering on King David over him. You mean to tell me King David wasn't popping? He was popular, man. This is basically what popping means. We're popular. You know? What else? Who else? You know, nobody I can think of offhand, but these men that we follow in the scriptures, man, they wasn't no cornball weirdo niggas, man. What the people didn't like about them was that they was coming with truth that people wasn't ready for. That don't mean that they was cornballs and weirdos and shunned by people in this world. We get shunned by people in this world because we're dealing with truth and facts. Around the time of 9/11, we was shunned by people in this world. That didn't mean that we was cornballs. I've never a day in my life been a cornball in this truth, man. 19 years in this truth, and I've never been the guy that people in the world looked at as, yo, that motherfucker corny as hell. You know? Because you got to think about it. How are you going to market the truth if you don't be somebody that people want to, if you don't show people that aspect of the truth that people want to fuck with? You know, you bring out the truth to people, and you do it. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you something. What brought me to the truth was Killer Priest. He's the one that originally made me interested in coming into the truth. Because I'm like, wow, this is Killer Priest, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, you know, when I started learning the truth, this brother named Mathafiel, he was actually cool. You know, he was a brother you could go out drinking with and all that shit. He cool as hell. He's actually cool. He wasn't no cornball and you know, weirdo Israelite. No, he is a cool brother. To this day, he's cool. And you know what? In my mind, I'm even cooler than him. You know? I'm going to send them this video too, and I'm going to show him that. But, you know, because we bug out. Like, we actually are cool with each other. You know what I mean? But he's a cool brother. He taught me that you don't have to, because Christians are fucking corny and weird. You know what I'm saying? Especially when a man gets really into that Christianity shit, those guys become weirdos and cornballs. We don't have to become weirdos and cornballs. You know, use what the Lord gave you, man. You know, there's no shortage of women out there that want an intelligent man that can hold it down. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, if you want to work out, work out. You know, I can stand to lose a few pounds, but guess what? Chubby as I am, I have no trouble pulling women. Shit, I be having women fucking tell me, you ain't chubby, you ain't fat. Fucking lying and shit. Just because they mesmerized by the coolness. You know, but that's what it is, man. You don't have to be on some woe is me. Oh, I can't, you know, since I'm in this truth, I can't do nothing for myself. I can't make myself some money. No, that's some bullshit, man. I've never heard any elder from any camp tell you that shit. Oh, you gotta be poor. No, nigga, like, do what you do. Get you some money, as long as it's moral and it's legal. You know, right now, well, I'm not gonna talk about it, you know what I mean? But, matter of fact, forget I said anything. But, through the spirit, you know what I'm saying? We out here, we trying to, do better for ourselves and our people and our family, man. Be responsible, be mature. Don't have champagne taste and beer money. Don't sit here and think you're gonna buy the finer things in life and you don't have money to buy the finer things in life. That's not cool either. You brothers out there with video game addictions and all that shit. Listen, let me tell you something. I've been known to play Madden, and the Madden version that I have is late as I forgot how long I was playing the 2007 Madden for. The Madden that I have still has Odell Beckham on the Giants. I only played one fucking video game. Those of you brothers out there that's video game heads, you just don't have to sit there and buy every fucking video game that comes out. Every Call of Duty I've ever played, and I haven't played that in years. Every Call of Duty I've ever played in my life was about the same as the other ones. Like, it's, okay, newer technology, of course, if you're playing a game that's set in World War II, You're gonna have World War II technology. Other than that, man, all that shit is the same. You know? But women want a guy that's financially responsible, and don't talk about juvenile things. Don't talk about fucking playing video games and none of that dumb shit. Talk about mature, intelligent topics. But anyway, with that, I reached my destination. I hope you brothers out there, this helps you, do a little better. Because like I said, as a man, men and women, we attracted to one another. You know what I mean? These women that be dyking, I don't really believe these women really be dyking. They dyke because they think that, whatever. But I don't really believe they really, don't want a man. But anyway, with that, I'm gonna say all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the house of David. Salutations to you brothers throughout the four corners of the earth, teaching the truth and righteousness and sincerity to you Israelite foreigners. Come back home to the truth. To those that passed away serving the Lord, the dead in Yahushua shall arise first. Shalom.